morning and welcome to the Legit Real Estate Podcast. I'm TJ Chopi here this morning with Holly Rigoli. Holly, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm awesome. You look lovely as always to start the new year.
Thank
How was your
you.
new year?
My New Year was great. How about yours?
Holiday good?
Yeah, I can't complain. We haven't actually recorded in like maybe 4 weeks. I want
I
to say,
know.
yeah,
I like miss you.
yeah, it's crazy. I only got to see you the other day for like 2 seconds.
I know
You're
you.
running out the door.
Yeah. Well, Christmas fell on a Thursday, and then this is the day we record. We record on Thursdays, and then
Hmm.
the week before I've been under it, man. But I'm feeling much better now.
I'm
And then
glad.
we had New Year's Day or whatever, and yeah,
On a
time went by.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So here we are. And
Yep,
then yeah,
finally back at it.
you bolted out of my meeting the other day,
Yep.
like you didn't want to talk to me.
I had a listing appointment for
Well,
business. So sorry, it took precedence. Had to get there.
no, it's quite all right. But I got done like getting my belongings together, and I was like, usually we'll catch up for 5 minutes, but you were there was just dust, man. Right where you were, it was like gone. I'm like,
Yep.
good, get to that listing. Did you get the listing?
I believe so. Yeah, it's like we're working on it. We're just waiting for it's a business. So we're just waiting on the business numbers to get the listing going. So
I'm putting a business for sale. I don't sell many commercial properties. I know that's a world you're trying to get into in the new year and going forward, but
Mhm.
I this is a 2 unit with like a dog grooming business on the first floor,
That's
and
cool.
then an apartment on the second floor, and that's coming to me soon. Matter of fact, I last night I went to the Providence College game. We played UConn last night and
Nice.
lost in overtime. It was tragic. One of the best games I ever saw. Me and my son had a great night. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I'm walking up the stairs to my seat, and this girl grabs me, and I kind of recognized her, but I really didn't. And she's like, "TJ, we were just talking about you." Of course you were. Bullshit, you were. And her father's sitting next to her. He's like, "No, we were talking about you at dinner because we want to put up the house, and I was going to call you tomorrow." I'm like, "Get out of here. What are the odds of that?"
That's so funny.
That's so Rhode Island.
That really, really is. And that's where like I mean, getting out in front of people, like people you knew from 20 years ago in high school, right? Um, just letting people know what you do is so important. And it kind of leads me to like some of the changes that I wanted to do this year. I know like at the end of the year, every year we kind of do a lot of goal setting. I've been to like 2 or 3 goal setting workshops and stuff,
Yeah.
right? And so like I know it's a good time to reflect and see like where I am and what I'm happy with and what I'm not happy with and what I want to change. So, a couple of the things that I realized that I want to do, and then I like it was good. The year before last year, I did the goal setting thing, and I was like, you know what? That year, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I took every single thing I could possibly take. I took on problems beyond belief. Like I'm the kind of person where I want to like solve every problem, and I still have that problem where I want to solve every problem, but like I definitely, huh?
I just coughed.
Oh, so I definitely found that I have to learn to let some clients go that are dragging me down, that are just that are they're what they do, like that they stress me out and they're time eaters and stuff. I will by all means go to a property and I'll like I actually have one that I'm gonna be listing. And I'm like, you know what? It'll look better if we pull up the carpet because there's hardwoods underneath, maybe paints a couple of the walls. Like I'll do that on my own, like before listing. No problem. But it's the clients that like suck you. Like you've had those, right?
Of course, it's hard because let's be honest, we're in business to make money, and when you look at someone who's motivated to buy or sell, or at least they lead you to believe they're motivated to buy or sell, the cash register goes up in your head. Like, and you say, okay, I'm going to invest time with this person, and at the end of the day, I'm going to help them meet their goals, and I'm compensated for that, and I should be. But some of them, they'll have you thinking they're motivated, but what they're really interested in doing is wasting your time, and it beats you down. And when you get the call that says I want to look at 2 houses, and one of them is on the outskirts, like practically in Connecticut, and the other one is in Northern Rhode Island, and you're like, I'm going to give up 4 hours today to show you two houses that you're not going to buy. The second you pull up to the driveway, you're going to say, I don't like this, is too far. They wear you down. But it is hard to get rid of those paychecks. I think it's hard for everybody. Um, and one of the things that we have to do to make our lives better is to be able to like identify who's a time suck and who's going to just have you like waking up in the middle of the night in a sweat like about this particular person and their drama.
So what I have done, so I look back at that stuff, right? And I look at 2024, so the year before last year, I had I had I think a decent amount of deals, right? But
Yep.
a lot of them were just run, 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 really exhausting clients at a lower price point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I realized when I was doing goal setting, I was like, well, what we do when we're doing the goal setting, we look and we see what was my production for the year, how many sales did I have, what were the sales average prices, and then what do I want to make for the next year? So I look and I'm like, well, I think I forgot what I put out there for the number, but whatever I ended up wanting to put out at my average price was going to be something like 22 homes sold. Now, some people do that, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I am at a point in my life where I have kids that I am cherishing the time that I get a chance to spend with them. I spent their first 10 years of their life, or at least my son's life, working in the corporate world where I was, property management 24/7, 365. And I didn't get to participate in as much stuff with them. Now I'm involved in everything with them. So I don't want to be running around like crazy. So I said, well, what happens if I raise my average sales price and I start going after properties that are, 500,000 and above, or your 700,000. So
Mm-hmm.
I did that and kind of not really on purpose, but last year a lot of my house prices were like above 600,000, 700,000. And I had less sales this year than I had the previous year, but I grossed higher than I
Yep.
did the previous year. And I was like, you know what? I went on vacation multiple times. I was working while I was away. I enjoyed it. I got to spend so much time with my kids. I think back to like scout camp. I go away with them for a week to a local scout camp we have here in Rhode Island. And the year before, I couldn't do anything with them. I was spending all my time in the adult room at the lodge where there was Wi-Fi and just working the entire time or running out for appointments. And this year, I got to go, we have like an inflatable bouncy car course in the water. I got to do that. I got to climb up this giant ladder thing and do team building with my daughter. I got to participate in all the things with them and go on vacation, do everything that I wanted to do. And I felt comfortable. And
Mm-hmm.
so I looked at that this year and I said, okay, so this year I became luxury certified and I took a commercial top dog class, and there's another class, 12-week class, I think that's going to be coming out this year. And I just want to go and get better at all that because then I can focus my time and energy on the things that are gonna bring me in a higher quantity. And I still get
Mm-hmm.
to enjoy working with people, but at the same time, I don't have to turn away anyone that comes to me because I also now love this. I became part of the mentorship program, which you actually run, right? And I have these mentees that want to grow their business and they're willing to take anything that they can take.
Mm-hmm.
So now, like,
And they have the time. And they have the time.
exactly. So where when I first started, I was running to Hartford, which is like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours with traffic away from where I am, just to do a deal that was going to maybe make me $5,000. And now I'm like, I'm not driving over there. I'm going to refer it out, but I also can look, and if I have transactions that are going to be on the lower end, bringing my mentees in with me anyway to work side by side. And some of them I'll work side by side with and either split it or just give it to them because I'm overseeing it anyway, but I'm not at every single, like I have a buyer that's looking at stuff that's under $300,000 right now. And I gave that to one of my mentees. I said, listen, if you do this, you can take care of this. You're doing all the running around. Like I don't have that time in my schedule that fits with this client right now, but my mentee gets to do it. I get to help her through the process. And at the same time, I'm still helping my client. I'm still keeping that relationship. And then I'm helping somebody else grow. And I'm
That's the
loving
key
that.
part. That's the key part in being in our mentor program, the way we have it structured. You can still be in touch with your client while your mentee works for them. It's almost like you're a team leader.
Yeah.
And like
Yep, but
in your client's mind, and you know what? I would probably even describe it that way to my client. I mean, I say that you and I are a team when I refer you to something in
Mhm.
Connecticut. But I work with Holly all the time in Connecticut. We do. I don't even know if we even close one. But just the fact that you're there, they don't have to know that. They don't have to know like I'm not licensed there. No, Holly does Connecticut. She's a pro. She knows the market. Period.
Yep.
Um, couple, couple things. Someday I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to be dangerous. Um, you're
Just
talking
don't
about
die on me, TJ. We're
not
trying
that
to build this thing.
I don't want to die during the podcast.
That would get us a lot of views, you know.
I'll tell you what. I would say that the views would explode. You'll go viral. You know, just cut my kids in on the royalties after that. You know, podcast those drops dead on his own saliva. Um, so here's the thing though. You're talking about time sucks, right? And when we talk about goal setting, and that's a great point you made because I've done that in my own business where don't forget now I'm in 10 years, so property values, a commission check used to be like $4,000 was a good one 10 years ago, but now the prices have doubled, right? But I find that the higher end client, first of all, the higher end client is more likely to delegate the responsibility of a realtor to his realtor because they're usually a professional in their own field and they understand that we have value because they feel that they have value. So
Mhm.
I was working with a foot doctor. I sold a number of things for him, and a guy that owned like 8 gas stations. He did not want to be bothered. He just wanted me to do the job, and he was going to pay me for the job. First thing. Second thing, the higher end buyer, their credit's good, their income's good, their paperwork's in order. They know what they want and what they don't want. They're excited about the process because it's going to be their forever home. So they're going to do a lot of the weeding out before they even send me a house. You know, I was working with an engineer at Torrey Plastics, and I worked with him for like 6 months. I showed him 3 houses. And every time we walked into a house, the intention was he was going to buy that house. And it took us until the third one before he got it. But I didn't worry about his credit. I didn't worry about him doing anything stupid. I didn't worry about him flaking out. And the higher end clients, you can actually do more in less time and make more money because they're not a disaster. You know,
Yep.
you get your couples that like, you know, my max is 275 and I need a condo. And it's like, well, I know that, you know, if the freaking taxes in a certain town are a little bit higher, then we can't qualify. Or if the condo fee is off by $100 on MLS, we can't qualify.
Yep.
And I know you're going to go in there and you don't have any money. So if the kitchen cabinets are ugly, you don't have $5,000 to change them. So we're not going to buy it.
Yep.
It's,
Yeah.
it and they beat you down over time and you want to help everybody. But again, there's a role for the young agent to learn and to go show somebody 50 houses is a really good thing for a young agent. It really
Mhm.
is. I think I progressed well in this business when I had those clients when I was younger that I had to learn because I'm showing you 25 houses. Now I don't
Yeah.
want to show you 25 houses.
No, and that's why I love like having I have four mentees right now and they are rock stars. Like they're all especially there's a couple that are like reach out to me all the time. They're like, what can I help with? What can I do? Can I do an open house over here? And I'm like, that's great because they want to do it, they want to learn. So like I'm giving them, I'm like, I even just I looked at a mobile home the other day that I might be listing. Like I said, I'm not gonna turn anything down. I went to look at the mobile home. It's probably gonna list for like between 80 and $90,000. But I went and looked at it, and if it ends up being a listing, I'll be like, okay, well, here's, one of my mentees, she's gonna actually help you with this, and I'm gonna oversee it. And but it's a way that they can learn, and but it's not something I'm gonna focus my direct time on. I'm gonna give it to somebody that can use that and learn.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, make a little bit at the end for the referral. Good deal.
Yeah. Or it's not even a referral because I'm overseeing them as the mentor. So the way our program works, like I get paid for overseeing it anyway. So I'd rather give them stuff that they can learn. Um, and at the same time, I'm still partaking, right? Because I also don't
Mhm.
like turning people away. And like my client that I have one of my mentees helping, I helped her buy the house she's in now. I'm helping her sell the house that she's in. And I've known her for the last 3 or 4 years, and I don't want to lose that relationship. But
You do.
we work as
And,
a team.
I would never outright turn people away. There are people I have stopped working with, but like I would never turn someone away because their house sucks because you never know who someone knows.
Mhm.
like, so you want me to help you sell this house that's a dilapidated inheritance for 120,000? I'm not going to say it's beneath me to do that. Of course not. Absolutely
No,
not.
no.
I might not have the time to go. I might have to delegate some of the responsibility of that property just based on, location or whatever. But I was telling you about the foot doctor. I did a couple $1 million of business with this guy. I met him because I sold like his nephew's house.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
could have walked.
everybody has relationships.
The nephew had 18 construction projects going on. He had dogs jumping on you when he walked in. It wasn't the friggin' most fun experience I ever had. But then, a year goes by and he's like, "Hey, I want you to go meet my uncle, you
Hmm.
know, who's got, assets coming out of his neck and he's ready to retire."
Yep.
Great.
But it's so important to keep building relationships. And that's
Yeah.
why one of the other things that I wanted to do this year was hit social media a lot harder, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
starting to see, and I know you don't agree with this, or at least on your end, because you don't need to be there, but you almost need to be a content creator to be successful or to get people in the door. Like, so to get my videos to get more views, I started doing a little bit off color videos that I've loved. I had so much fun. One of my mentees came over my house and we videotaped each other doing different things that we found on, like, we follow other realtors, right? Like other
Okay.
Instagram stuff. And like I had one where, I was burying a dead body and like obviously pretend
Well,
dead body. And I'm
you
like,
gotta send me a link to your stuff. You should post it on the podcast. I want to see what you're doing.
I actually did post it on the podcast, but you don't follow anything, so you didn't see it. But you know what's killing me though? And Meta freaking hates me. So I think I told you
Me
about
too, darling.
I think I might have told you about this. Yeah, but there's reasons they hate you. You are a little too strong politically online. Me, I did nothing wrong, okay? So I get a notice on December 2nd that my Facebook account has been deactivated or disabled because one of my profiles does not follow community standards. So going to look it up and I click on it, it's my son's face. So my son's Instagram, all he ever posts are pictures of the dog and I think the cat. That's it. He never used it. He's one that doesn't like to have his own face on or anything like that. But I think he lied about his age. So we go and appeal it through his thing. I upload his passport. I had to do it twice. And they said, nope, sorry, everything's been permanently disabled. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I can't appeal my account until his is appealed. And now his has been disabled, right? They deleted my Facebook page that I've had for over the last 20 years with my Facebook page. Like, so this is my personal Facebook page and my realtor Instagram page. So the
Oh,
realtor Instagram, huh?
that's horrible.
Oh my God. I am like, if I could sue them because of the fact that it's my business, right? I freaking would, but you can't battle any of that, right? So they
Uh-huh.
deleted my personal Facebook page. So I had over 4 or 5 thousand people that I was like friends with on there. 20 plus years worth of photos, videos, friends, connections gone, right? In addition to that, I had, I think, 5 business pages on there. When I was doing Mary Kay, I had a business page, whatever. I don't care about that. I still sell it, but I more buy it for myself. So, but I don't run my business of that through there. My realtor page was on there. My Regoli Property Solutions for my investments that I do was on there. My scout troop, I'm an assistant scoutmaster. So us to promote publicly, that is a page that I created so that people could see what we do and try to recruit more people. That was on there. And the Legit podcast. Okay. Thank God I had another admin on my Legit podcast, my Regoli Property Solutions, and my realtor page. Because otherwise, they would have disappeared. My troop, I just found out today, I confirmed it, gone. They deleted my scout troop page completely because my personal page is gone. My realtor Instagram page, gone. Every time I create a Legit podcast page, it lasts not even 24 hours and then they disable it. So yesterday I was on, I had to pay for Meta. Now I'm paid for Meta verified on my personal Instagram page. I'm paying $15 a month so I can sit and support with them and chat with them because unless you pay, you have no way of reaching any support.
Oh,
Okay.
it's the worst. I had
It's
that problem before. It was actually before Elon bought Twitter. I had an account stripped. and you can't talk to a person.
No. No.
There's no human to talk to say, listen, no, this is it. And they
Yep.
don't. The Meta's the same way. Yeah, it's you're nothing. You're
So
nothing to
now
them.
I'm paying for it now. And I have spent days, like if you add up the amount of time I've spent on chat with them, on the phone with them, like, and then I'll get in chat. And if you don't respond to them like right away, they're like, okay, I see you're not responding. We're gonna hang up. And I'm like, and then they leave. But they basically said there's no chance of me ever getting my personal page back or any of the pages that were deleted. They will not tell me, right? I created now my son, I don't know how his account got connected to mine, but he no longer has that account. So it's gone. And now or 2 days ago, I created the Legit Real Estate Podcast, another Instagram. I was like, okay, because we got to get in front of people. My big thing this year, I'm like, I got to get in front of people. I'm going to start promoting stuff. I'm going to pay for it to be promoted so people see stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
By that night, I got a notice saying that they pulled the account down. I'm like, but why? I created it. So I have 3 active Instagram accounts. My personal page, which I'm turning more into my realtor page. I have one about my dog, which I never post in. And I think I have 2 other ones, Regoli Property Solutions and the Mary Kay thing again. Those accounts are fine. I created the legit podcast page through the same platform that I created those, and they disabled it. So I
But
uploaded my, huh?
can't you just do it using an email address like you're a different person? How do they know it's you?
I don't, well, I did it originally through our legit Gmail, right?
Yeah.
Like our account. I did it originally through that, and that one disappeared, which I don't know why. So I was on chat with them for over an hour yesterday, and I
Mhm.
was like, but why are you disabling my account? They asked me to upload my ID. I uploaded my ID. They said the ID didn't work. I uploaded my ID again. And they're like, you're not following community standards. I'm like, can you explain to me what community standards I'm not following if all I did was create the account and you deleted it?
Mhm.
So
No.
I don't know. It's very frustrating. So I'm still trying. As of right now, our podcast is on Facebook because that page is still there, thank God. Um, and then I guess I'm just going to share our stuff, and I'm sharing it on TikTok, and I guess I'll just share it on my personal Instagram.
So if I can make it on Instagram, which I don't have an Instagram, but I guess I do automatically. Someone told me I have one automatically, or I don't. I've never been on the website, but apparently I'm on that. So, if I would have, why can't you just like grab the reins and pretend you're me? Like, how do they know it's me or you doing it? Or like some receptionist that we don't have, but we should someday.
I don't know. Well, I have an assistant that's been helping us more than you know. He's editing all our videos and posting stuff, and he's been fantastic.
What's his name?
His name is Ray. Ray is awesome.
Ray, when you see this, if you ever want to have some fun, you could just send me the outtakes and I'll post them on my own page.
Oh,
So
that's fun.
yeah, that would be fun. I gotta meet this Ray.
Yeah,
Um,
he's great. We can have a call with him sometime. He's fantastic, and he does a lot of my troubleshooting and figuring out. He even told me yesterday, he's like, "Why don't I just create an Instagram page
yeah,
for the podcast?" So he might end up doing that, but for right now, I'm going to rely more heavily on TikTok and try to post them there. And we do have a YouTube page, just so you know.
I I've got to. When you're talking about goals, it's not really in my thought process about social media, but I do see a lot of people having a lot of success with it. I do.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not healthy for me. Um, it's not. And even if I were to just do it based on solely real estate, I don't think I would have. I'm not creative enough to come up with enough content in my head. I have different ways that I can be more effective in the marketplace and bringing myself buyers and sellers than social media. But I do see a lot of people that really may not know their ass from their elbow when it comes to real estate, but they do know their ass from their elbow when it comes to social media. And
Mhm.
these people are putting deals together somehow. I mean, they're asking for help every effing day, right?
But
But
they're getting the
they're
people
getting
to see
deals.
them. Yep. So that's one of, so like, this year I'm focused on doing a lot more commercial and luxury, helping my mentees grow by still keeping everybody that reaches out to me, right? And I will run into people, and this is why I think the social media thing is crucial. I run into people, and when I run into people, everyone that I know, whether I went to high school with them, a family member, friends I haven't seen in 20 years, oh my God, I see your videos all the time. I see what's going
Yeah.
on. Like, and so now I lost that with Facebook, and I'm trying to build it back up. And freaking Meta won't let me request more than like 2 or 3 people a day. So I'm only up to like, I'm under like 200 friends right now. So I went from, like I said, 4 or 5 thousand to like 150.
And
So
there are some people, I know mine's deactivated, but I can activate it at any time. There are
lucky
people
you.
like college that I forgot. I mean, I wouldn't really remember that I knew them until I saw their face on Facebook.
Mhm.
You know, like there's the guys I played, like my team I would remember, but like friends of friends that are my friends on Facebook that would see my content, I would never remember that I knew them unless I happen to see their face, you know? And that sucks because you go back 20 years, 25 years, it's and especially with the pictures and stuff. I understand
Mhm.
that when you turn them over online, I'm sure we're signing away our rights to them, but it would be nice if they sent you a damn file. You know what I mean?
I,
Like
yeah.
some people got baby pictures on there that's the only place where the baby picture is. You know, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I think for the most part, all the pictures that I post, I have backed up on Google. But if I was tagged in something, I try to always remember to like download anything I'm tagged in because not that I ever expected that to happen. I had no idea that they could just go and shut down your stuff. And it's like, and I'm so resistant to it. It's like I wanted to say, fuck them. I don't want to use it anymore. But that
Yeah,
little bit of time before I created a new Facebook page, I was dying. I couldn't get into any of the brokerage Facebook page and post anything. I didn't realize how often I go online to vent on Facebook about different things. And I'm like, it's almost like a therapist.
you know, and our broker page is a very it's a great tool. You
Hmm.
because we have so many people with so many years of experience that you can go on there with a question. I used to use it a lot for referrals. And I actually thought of it this week because my garage door broke. So it doesn't open or close right now, which
Hmm.
I need someone that can do. The last guy I did was like a scam artist, but that day I had a car trapped in there, so I needed it open. Like I had to
Oh,
call. I had to call the only guy. The first guy that answered the phone was getting the business. Like
yep.
this guy shows up. I mean, I don't know how many. He cost me at least an extra 3,000 that I went.
Oh.
And now this time it stopped with the cars outside the driveway, so I could be a little more selective. But that would have been where I went to our broker page,
Hmm.
like who's got a garage door guy,
Yep.
and it would have been like boom, 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 boom with the referrals. And that makes you look really good with your clients too, because I don't know for whatever reason your clients think that you are the database of all things, and I love it. I love that everybody I ever sold a house to thinks I can get anything done. But
Because we
sometimes
can,
they'll
we
have,
have resources.
yeah, and we tell them we do, and I let them know that they'll have access to my professional database for the rest of the time. But sometimes they'll call with the most obscure referral that, like, do you know someone who could fix a hot air balloon? And it's like, fuck, I'm not, no, I don't. But you know what? Matter of fact, I do. Just let me get you that number. It might take me a day.
Yep.
You go on the
Yep.
broker page, and it's like, hey guys, anyone ever sell a house with a hot air balloon? And you'll have like three people be like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Here's
I had
three
one of
calls.
my mentees go on there yesterday. I'm like, go and post because she's like, she's selling a condo and they were supposed to close like last week or something or and whatnot. And then the lender comes up and says, no, the condo's on a well, but it's on a shared well for the whole condo association. So she's
Wow.
like, all of a sudden the lender says now they need a water quality test. Like what? Like you're supposed to be closing. You already were supposed to close, and now all of a sudden you want a water quality test. So they go get that. Then they're like, well, wait, we need a nitrate test. So she goes and grabs water from the faucet to get a nitrate test. And now they said, okay, now we need a flow test. A flow test for an entire condo community is over about $500 and requires the water to be shut down for 3 hours in the whole condo community. Have you ever freaking heard of this?
No.
So I told her, I said, post it in our group so that you can see if anybody else has experienced this. We reached out to multiple lenders to ask them if because it's for a VA loan and I had never heard of it. But it is a resource that we have, and not having access to that resource or even Facebook in general. Like if I have a problem, I post it and I'm like, help. And I have had such an outpouring of help and support from I just post it there and all my friends will comment and I have gotten help. And so I was resistant to starting a new Facebook page for like my own personal one for a while. And then I was like, I can't go without it. Today I'm actually meeting with Reminder Media. I use them to send out magazines to people. Like they have really good magazines and stuff, but they have like a new program where they're doing advertisement for you on Facebook. Um, And I'm just like, I am frustrated because I'm like, okay, what if I sign up for this? It's $3,000 for the year. What if I sign up for this and I lose access to Facebook again? And I can't, so I'm hoping that they have some way, some magical way to fix my accounts and guarantee me that I'm not going to lose access.
Right. Or at least get it in writing that if you lose access, they'll give you a refund.
Yeah, because it's like I think so what they're gonna do, it's supposed to be that they're gonna go out and I'm gonna put out ads that target people in areas that I want to work more in at certain price level homes. And then it's gonna automatically qualify people because it'll start sending like there'll be like a bot messenger that they can talk to, and then they'll send me a message and say, hey, this person's been chatting with us back and forth. We might want to call them right away. So it's like it sounds awesome, but I'm so skeptical about the fact that social media has let me down so
That's
much right now. And I'm exhausted from it.
did your did your son admit to using a fake birthday?
Yeah, he's like, oh, I knew he lied about his birthday. I didn't think my daughter lied. They tell the kids at school to lie about your birthday to even sign up for the accounts that they have to have for their school programs.
Really?
So, yep. Yep. And so like my daughter told me the other day, she's like, well, I just created an Instagram account and I lied about my age. And I'm like, you better not freaking be connected to my account somehow. Like, I don't know how they even connected him to my account. But the most frustrating thing is they will not, like, you would think that you can say, listen, I'm a real person. I'm running a business. Here's my information. Can you fix this for me? And they're like, nope, you didn't follow community standards. But what did I do? Like, oh, we can't tell you that. We can't give you any more information. Go
That's
back to this
yeah.
link and look.
It's such a helpless feeling. It really is such a helpless feeling.
It is.
It's
And
like, yeah, you violated community standards. Okay, what did I say? Like,
I
you know how
didn't
many
say
times
anything.
I mean, they used to put me in jail like all the time. And
Yeah.
sometimes as I'm hitting click, I'm hitting send. I'm like, this will get me a vacation, you know. But other times, like it would be something like totally not, and it would be like, now you got 3 days, 3 days in jail. Actually, I got my Christmas tree behind me. Is yours still up, by the way?
Yeah. I think
Uh,
Epiphany is what today?
today, yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Epiphany was yesterday. Um,
So
but I have one of my ornaments that I got was like, graduate of Facebook jail. Like that's like one of the coolest things I ever got. And yeah, I mean I was in there all the time, and sometimes I would appeal it if I thought they were being stupid, and
here's the thing. I
they don't
haven't done
give
anything wrong.
like yeah, it's horrible,
And they
horrible.
won't tell me. They will not. I said, okay, so I created a brand new account and you literally disabled it and deleted it before I even posted anything or did anything. I literally just created it. And then I
So
uploaded my ID to prove it was me. So what am I doing wrong? And they're like, we can't tell you. So I'm like, how am I supposed to create an account then that I like? So I will tell all the listeners, this is where we currently are, right? We are on YouTube. So please make sure to like and subscribe there because YouTube has not let me down, knock on wood. And we are trying to create a bunch more shorts so that there's quicker videos for you to see with the more funnier or dramatic highlights. We are on Facebook for now, unless they delete me again. So far our page is safe and we're there. We are on TikTok, and I'm going to rely more heavily on TikTok because they haven't let me down either, except for when they shut TikTok
now
down.
TikTok. Do we have time left in the show? How much time do we have?
Yeah, well, we have unlimited time. We can make it as long as we want. It depends on how long people want to listen to us.
All right. Probably shorter is better, is what I'm told. But TikTok, are there like, does it have to be 2 minutes or 1 minute or 3 minutes on TikTok? Like, is that for short form things?
It used to be, it had to be, I think, under a minute. So far, I uploaded a minute video yesterday bitching about my social media issues because I did a whole screen recording of my chat with Meta to show how useless it was.
Mhm.
And that was like 3 minutes long, over three
Um,
minutes long.
can you tell how many people are seeing your stuff?
Yes.
How
Yep.
many?
Uh, I don't know on that one in particular. I can actually look it up. So what's funny is, so I find that the ones that I do with the like, the dead bodies and stuff, I did one after Christmas where I was dragging what looked like a dead body with Santa's hat on top of it to the chicken
Mhm.
coop. And I put in, Santa forgot to put my business card in every stocking.
Nice.
And I was like, chickens eat, did you know chickens eat anything? So let me see what I've got on here. They have a lot of live TikTok stuff too. And I'm like, ooh, I thought about actually putting us live on TikTok to see at some point I might do that when I figure it out a little bit better. I've never gone live on TikTok, but I'm starting to try to do more stuff with TikTok. So
So I've never been on, but I do go on X, and I'm anonymous on there, by the way. I have a totally anonymous account, so you can't find me there. But if you, a lot of times I'll click on a video and then you just keep using your thumb and you keep seeing more videos. And a lot of these TikToks are like fucking stupid people. Like, these are not charismatic people. These are not talented people. They're just whiny, dumb people. And they'll have like 3,000 views on videos.
yep. So I'm looking on here. The video that has the most views, so we started doing shorter clips and posting them out there. And then I think I promoted one of them. Actually, this one I don't think was promoted. I had one where I posted about the chickens being dead last year when the weasels got a
Yeah.
hold of my chickens. That one had 826 views. Oh, the one I paid to promote had 5,994 views.
Okay.
You know what's crazy though? My kids post stuff and the amount of views that they get is ridiculous. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're not even talking or anything. She's like, my daughter's like, I'm doing a trend. And I'm like, well, how do you know what to do? So this is my 12-year-old, and she had like 5,000 views, I think, within like the first day of one of the things she posted. And it was literally just pictures of her guitar and then one with a pick and then pictures of bands that she likes. And
And
she
here,
had like 5,000 views.
one time, remember that when my kids were little, they used to like to watch videos of kids playing with toys.
Mhm.
A lot of times it would be creepy adults opening toys, which I never was a fan of those. I always thought there was something sketchy about that. But one day they wanted me to, I had a YouTube page from like a sports business I had years ago. And we made a video of my kids like just playing with some like superhero guys, no volume or nothing. And we put it on YouTube. The views.
Yep.
The views, unbelievable. We did another one where my kid, when he was into WWE, I probably bought him 400 wrestling characters, right? And I was telling a client about this. This is cool stuff happens with clients sometimes. And the people were going and having a divorce, and the husband left all his toys behind.
Jeez.
She sent me 3 garbage bags full of WWE toys. So now we have
Oh, wow.
100 of these bad boys. So we displayed them. We stood them all up and we displayed the ones that were in boxes. And we did like a 30-second video of just like, I just scanned the camera with all the toys. Tommy's in the middle. And then we kept going. Fucking 10,000 views. Me,
Yep.
I would try my best to like advertise a property that some guy's giving me, 3% to sell. And I'd be doing my video tour in my suit, sweating my ass off. And I would get, 8 people. And it was like my 7 brothers and sisters and my dad.
Yeah, you know what it is? I think the younger generation right now lives on YouTube. My daughter actually had created a YouTube account last year and I didn't know she did it. And she never shows her face. My kids are very big on not like showing their faces on stuff, but she did it. She follows Little Nightmares as a game. I guess it's almost like a cult following for it. And it was Little Nightmares edits, and she would take different characters and put them together to music and stuff and posted it. And the amount of views and likes, I'm like, are you kidding me? It's literally just like I don't understand any of the memes and stuff because I don't follow it, but she had such a following. I'm like, this is crazy.
So we have to exploit the child labor of our 11 and 12-year-old children to get us likes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I take it we could probably keep going on and on all day, but we probably should
We
keep it a little shorter.
have a meeting
So
coming up, and my email. I'm doing this from my phone, which you can tell because my computer was acting too slow this morning. I didn't want to delay our time, but my emails are just blowing up right now. They really are. It's out of control. So
yeah.
I'm gonna do my business, and you're gonna go handle yours. And you already told the people where to find us 6 times. So
Yep. But if they want to share stories with us, they can also email us at thelegitrealestatepodcast@gmail.com.
next week we'll rock. Good to see you, Holly.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.